I'm filming all these videos in a car with the windows up and the AC off. So if I start to get sweaty around this time of year, just know that's why. It is summertime almost, and it gets hot and steamy in this car fast. But I have a good message today, and it's based off of an analogy that I heard that's scientific in nature. I think you guys might find this pretty intuitive, I guess. It makes sense when you hear it, but trees that are raised in an area where they're subjected to high winds and just difficult conditions grow to be stronger. They're actually, as a result of the wind and the stress, able to handle even more than they would otherwise. And you can imagine why this is. It's called stress wood. They just have a stronger foundation. And I think this goes to the point that I was making yesterday, that life is difficult. And I think it's important to stick to your values and your principles. And if I'm using this analogy that I'm creating here, those are kind of like your root system. Although you might change throughout life depending on what you hear, what you see. For example, the tree, in all the seasons, it changes appearance constantly. But at the core, at the base, I guess would be a better way to put that, is the root system. And that is something that not only stays and remains, but actually grows stronger over time, despite being stressed out. So let me put this all into a nice little package here. Your core values, your beliefs, and your principles are like your root system. And although life might batter you with all these different ideas, opposing viewpoints, beliefs, whatever it may be, as long as you stay true to those, over time they will get stronger. And you can use that as a foundation that keeps you grounded. And I think this is interesting because we are, at the end of the day, evolved from plants. And I think although our mind is much more complicated in some ways, it's for a different purpose primarily. At the end of it all, it's similar in nature. The fact that if you have a set of beliefs that do not change and they resist stresses, they will be there for you in a way that can allow you to withstand life itself. And I was having a conversation with my friend yesterday about this, how we're kind of confused out here. And a lot of times it really does help to have at least one thing that always remains, the foundation that you are built upon. And if you figure that out, and that's not to say that you have to have it now, but over time, as that begins to develop for you, whatever it is that grounds you, I think you can use that going forward to stand up strong in the face of whatever it is that you come in contact with. And if you're like me, that's a lot of stuff. And I know you're like me. We're all just out here on this earth getting battered by life itself. But if you stay true to what you believe, I think there is a certain amount of you that will remain regardless. And you can change just like the tree does. You can shed some stuff, you can grow some stuff. But if your values stay, then I think you'll be stronger as a result. You will be like the stress wood. I know this is kind of a heady, metaphorical speech right now, but I think it's important. And I wanted to share it with you guys today before I get all sweaty. So I hope this made some kind of sense, but just some thoughts I was having today. Catch you guys later.